When a woman is envious of you, she wants you to be confused about yourself because she is not sure of herself. A woman who is envious and jealous and resentful, she wants you to doubt yourself. She does this in the way of how she speaks to you and her body language. She might say something relatively positive to you, like, your outfit looks nice, your outfit looks cute, your hair is cute, your hair is nice. But she's not going to say it like that. She's going to say, oh, your hair is cute. Your outfit looks nice. Where'd you get it from? She's trying to get you to doubt yourself, and now it leaves you wondering, is my outfit cute? Is there something wrong with her? Why did she say it like that? Is there something wrong with my outfit? You see, a person who is envious can also be very narcissistic. Everything is about them. And the way they speak to you and the way they interact with you and their body language, it's all for the purpose of getting the focus back on them. See, they don't like that you could seemingly be going through the same situation that they're going through, and yet you don't look like what you're going through. Especially if this person knows you and they know that you might be in the same kind of living situation they're in, the same type of environment, and yet you two are very different. You could be a woman who is more optimistic. You see the future as bright. You're very hopeful. And a woman who is envious of that, she will be envious and jealous of your positive attitude. She will not understand how you can be so positive when you're going through whatever you're going through. A person who is envious, they expect people to drop down and die all because they're going through a situation or they've been done wrong in some way. See, people who are envious and a little bit narcissistic, they are controlled by everybody else's actions. But if you are a woman who is very self-validated, you are self-confident, and you have hope, people will envy you because of that. People who are envious, they expect that you should let everything bother you. And the fact that you don't let everything bother you bothers them. Yes, trust me, I understand that's a very toxic, negative behavior. But people who are envious, bitter, have a little bit of jealousy and resentment, they will envy everything that you do, all because you're not acting in the way they think you should for your situation. People who are envious, they don't like the attention that you get from other people, especially when it comes to men and women. If you are a woman, let's say, and I've seen this a lot from women who are seemingly doing very well in life. They are doing well on paper. They have really good jobs. They have a lot of degrees. They have, they live in the best neighborhoods. They have all of that kind of status. And yet some men will bypass them and go to the cashier, go to the clerk behind the counter. They'll go to the waitress. They'll go to the girl who's not living in the best neighborhood, the girl that doesn't have the best job, but because of her demeanor and the way she carries herself, she was able to get what they call a high value man, and women will envy you for that. They will look at you and look at your life and look at your relationship and say, you don't deserve that because it's you. Once again, a woman who is envious, she always looks at things as in comparison to. She'll read down her life and look at herself and say, if anybody should have a man like that, it should be me because I have a degree, I have a car, I have all of these things. She doesn't understand how life can still be hard for her, but it seemingly is a little bit easier for you. And because of that, she will envy it. People who are envious don't understand that a lot of the reason why people who they perceive to be doing better in life, it's not always because of what they have or their situation. It's because of their attitude and their mindset around their situation. When you are a woman who understands that you are never stuck, people who are envious will not like that. If you have a forgiving spirit and you choose to do your best in your relationship, and you might have made mistakes, your man might have made mistakes, whatever it is, and you get over that, a envious, jealous, bitter person will not like that. Once again, it gives them joy to see you blow up into pieces. It gives them joy to see you being upset about every little thing. And you can tell when somebody has envy and jealousy in them. Tell them something good and see how they respond, and then tell them something negative and see how they respond. I have actually been in situations where I would tell a woman something positive about my life, and she seems like she doesn't have any time for what I'm saying. She's busy with something else. Okay, well, I got to get ready to go now. I'll call you. But the moment you're telling them something negative, oh, I'm about ready to lose my job. I'm about ready to leave my husband. It's like this spark of joy that you can see in their eyes just glistening, because people who are envious actually get joy out of hearing your misery. People who are envious, they love you as long as you're always going through. But the moment you overcome something, they don't have time for you. They don't want to be bothered with you, because that's not why they associate with you. Some people associate with you because they like the way you make them feel about their miserable little lives. If you are a woman who tends to wear her issues, her sorrow on her face, on her shoulders. I used to be that kind of woman where when I was going through, you could see it all over my face. Like that song used to say back in the day, it's written all over your face. It used to be written all over my face. And people, I had to learn this, and it was very hard to grasp and hard to accept, that some people liked when I spoke that way because it made them feel better about themselves. Now, we can all say that we've all kind of been guilty of that. You know, you'll see something online, but if it's somebody that's personal, somebody you know personally, that's a horrible way to be to somebody that you know personally. Many of us have gone online and say, wow, you know, people in third world countries, they're going through this, going through that. I'm thankful that my life is not that way. But if you have a close friend or family member and you're seeing them every day, or you're seeing them in passing, or you're seeing them at work, and you have an individual who sees you as their appreciation for having a better life because they look at you as pitiful, you need to change that right away. You need to change how you move. You don't want to be somebody's pawn or the reason why somebody feels better about their life, because you are opening up so much to them to make them look at you and pity you. And people who are envious and jealous, they take joy in pitying you. So I would suggest right now, if you are that type of woman who has the habit of telling people all of your problems in detail, just spilling out, running over about how bad life is for you. And let's be real, half the times as women, when we're, quote, venting to people, life is not really that bad. It's just because we're in situations in the moment, it can seem worse than what it is. And that is not the time when you want to go venting to anybody who will listen, especially if you know the person has a tendency to be jealous, envious, and just a miserable, bitter person. Because people like that love to see you coming. It makes them feel good about their lives, and you don't want to be anybody's pity party. You don't want to be anybody's reason for living because they see that you're not doing as good as them, so they feel good about themselves. And trust me, I understand this kind of behavior is very toxic, but there are people like that out there. I used to deal with people who were like that until I woke up and realized they only want to be around me when I have a whole lot of things to tell them about what's going on wrong in my life. But now that things are better, I haven't heard from them in weeks, in months. They don't even call me like they used to. They don't even text me. They don't even come around. Why is that? And it's because I was their entertainment. And I suspect that some of you might be somebody's entertainment if you have the habit of telling people all of your business. So don't do that, especially when you're dealing with people who are toxic and negative in nature. But when a woman is envious and jealous, she will always look at you as if you don't deserve what you deserve, and she wants you to think that you don't deserve what you deserve and what you have. She wants you to be second guessing how you look, how you live, your relationship, your career. She wants you to second guess everything about yourself. And when you interact with people who are like that, you can tell not just from the words they speak, but their body language. When somebody is envious of you, they get very tensed up and uncomfortable when you're talking to them about the good things in your relationship. Let's you say that you and your husband are on the brink of divorce. They'll say, oh girl, what he did, what he done did, what happened? Girl, well, you probably be better off without him. You don't even need him like that. Why would he do something like that? And it doesn't even have to be something so dramatic as like cheating or anything like that. I mean, it could be whatever, something minor. And she's already encouraging you to leave your husband. That might not be the best thing for you, but because that person is bitter and miserable and maybe they're not in a healthy relationship, they're looking for a misery buddy. As the saying goes, misery truly does love company. But let's you say to that person, you know, I love my man. I thank God for my husband. I thank God for our relationship. I feel like he's the one that I'm going to marry. He's a really good man. If you're dealing with the envious woman, she's going to be listening to you and say, oh, okay, I'm glad you found somebody. That's nice. And you can just tell the longer you speak about something positive, the more and more uncomfortable they get. They just, Have you heard from your mom and them? Trying to change the subject. You heard from your mom? When's the last time you talked to your cousin? You haven't talked to that cousin in 20 years, but they just trying to change the subject because what you're talking about is a little too positive. It's a little too upbeat. It's making them feel uncomfortable. And it's not even if they don't have it. They might have been with a man for 20, 30 years. But if they perceive that your relationship is a little bit better than theirs, or just the way you are about it is just too much, they just get the uncomfortable, that's good, girl. Thank God. I'm glad. I'm gonna keep you on prayer. So how's the family doing? They just want to change the subject real quick. I've experienced that, and that sucks. But you have to recognize that so you can do one of two things. Keep your distance from that person, because who wants to deal with somebody who you can only spew negativity to? Or number two, you have to, and I don't suggest you do this, but it's almost like scaling yourself back or dumbing yourself down. And this is why I constantly push for women, be authentic with yourself and others. Because if you are a woman who is generally positive, look, I stopped watching the news so much because a lot of times, every time you turn the news on, it's something negative. But when there's something positive, the news story is only about 2-3 minutes. That's the same way that people are who are more envious of you. As long as your story is negative and long, they will sit with you, sip their tea, get a snack. Have you talked to so-and-so and them? Let me see if so-and-so and them him. Let's do a 3-way call. She needs to know about this so she might be able to help you. But let's you be talking about something positive. Oh, they have no time whatsoever. That is the number one sign that somebody is envious of you. They don't have time for your positive talk. They just don't. If it isn't negative, if it isn't something that's going to make them feel good about their little miserable lives, they don't have time to hear it. And who wants to deal with that? That's why I encourage women to not only be authentic, but to surround yourself with other women who are like-minded, who love peace, who love positivity, and who love to be an encouragement to other women. Look for women who are girls. Stop surrounding yourselves with these women who are so negative and women that actually get enjoyment out of your misery. Look, I actually had people in my lives where, I'm trying on things, because I'm thinking we're friends. So I'm trying on clothes and doing all these things, showing them my outfit. And it's like cold silence. It's like no energy in the room. I'm thinking I'm looking cute. I know I'm looking cute. They look cute too, but it's like dead energy. Who wants to deal with that? When you're a woman who is a woman who is trying to do better for herself and you just have a better outlook on life, nothing in your physical situation could have changed except for your outlook on your situation and the fact that you're not stuck and things will get better. People will envy that. They will envy the fact that now, okay, spiritually, it's like, I trust God. I'm doing what I know to do. That's it. Nothing else to say. And people who are miserable and negative and envy, they will envy the fact that you go to church or that you're getting spiritual guidance, that you're studying, that you're looking at devotionals, that you're journaling. And some women, they're so negative, they make fun of anything. You journaling, you journaling now. Oh, what's that supposed to do? What, you manifesting or something? They just so, you get the point. Envious, negative people in general, but I'm speaking about women. And before somebody says it in the comments, a lot of what I say can apply to men too. But this is called All Things Woman. So I speak a lot to us. I'm sure there are men on the internet speaking to men about different things. I don't feel like that's my lot in life to do. But I understand that a lot of what I say can cross over to men. Please don't think I know that. I'm smart. She's intelligent. I know. But this is not for them. This is for us. So as women, we have to recognize those signs of envy in one another and do what we can to protect ourselves. You don't want to be surrounded by people just for saying that you're in the company of other women. You want to be around women who are like-minded, who are positive. Nobody's perfect. I'm not saying that, anybody's perfect. We all have those moments. But a woman whose natural personality is just being negative and getting joy out of other people's misery, and they envy positivity, you don't want that in your life. So as a woman, I suggest you subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button, share the content, get the fabulous book, How to Be a Feminine Woman, The Blueprint. I also have another book, How to Detox from Toxic People. If you have been in friendships, relationships with people, with women who are like this, you need to get How to Detox from Toxic People. If you are interested in tapping more into your femininity and being more softer and gentle in your approach to life, in your approach to yourself, and you want to level up and change in the way you see things, in your relationships, and how you carry yourself, get that short ebook, How to Be a Feminine Woman, The Blueprint. It's going to help you. And we have All Things Woman merch, cute mugs, tote bags, shirts, all of that. So take a look in our merch shop. If you watch this video until the last drop, I absolutely appreciate you. Put the high heel emoji in the comments section. I love to see it. Take care and watch out for them envious women. Yes, envious women. Take care.